everyone. I'm only on Vlogmas day 3 posted right now, but this is day 7 or so. My mom and I wanted to go to hot yoga today because she also hurt her back. And every time I complained about mine, you were like, it's because you don't have a strong core.
Well, I was cleaning for the earthquake.
Yes, so I've been wanting to go to hot yoga with her. Lululemon, or Magic Links, which is a company, a third-party company, reached out and was like, if you want to work with Lululemon, let us know. And I was like, yes. So basically, I was gifted some Lululemon clothes, which is like the best thing ever because I was gonna ask my mom and anyone asking me what I wanted for Christmas to just get me yoga stuff because I wear the same exact like few pairs of yoga pants and bras like pretty much every time, so I have to wash them or like wear them twice. And I've been doing that for a year, and honestly it's not a big deal because I just wash it, but I just started my yoga Instagram and it's the same bra and same pants every single time, and so that's when I started thinking, I was like, oh, maybe I should get some more. So that's why I was gonna ask for some for Christmas, but now I basically was able to gift myself some things. But my mom brought it from Anchorage because we don't have sales tax there, so I was able to get like more things. Oh, and then my mom is also a fitness instructor, and they are gifted like 25% off things.
25% off friends and family.
So I basically just got a bunch of stuff, which I doubled, actually more so, my yoga wardrobe. I'll show you this one right now. This one, what's this one called?
Align? Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Energy long.
The long energy. It like goes down a little bit, which I like because then it's kind of like more like a shirt instead of a sports bra. And then these are the Align pants. I have these in purple or burgundy and gray, and I love them, and these are the only pants that I can wear to yoga, especially hot yoga. Everyone who has them like loves them. Yeah, they're amazing pants. Like you've never felt anything like this.
Well, it doesn't feel like you're wearing it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why like it's so great for yoga, and that's like those are the only pants I wear. So this was the coolest partnership because I literally, that's all I was gonna ask for Christmas. Like that's it.
You made $400 and got $500 worth of stuff.
Yeah. Hello. Okay, so it's currently 10 something, and
no, it's
we're
11,
and we just got gas and parked our car at the parking spot because we're going somewhere. Where are we going?
You're going to Portland, and I'm going back home.
So I'm going to Portland for about 1 hour. Is that correct?
Yep.
And I'm literally going just because I have one flight away from being the next status in my flight like membership.
Yep. Gold elite status. Elite status.
And it's a huge convenience to have like the next status because you can cancel your flights. Yep. Without change a cancellation fee and change them like last minute, which is really great. So that's why I'm doing this flight to Portland, Oregon, and I'm not getting out. I would probably do the same thing anyways at like a coffee shop. This is just like a much more expensive one.
Well, it was only what, $110 about, or 100 and something.
Yeah,
110
but if you get the next flight status, you can get upgraded to first class if they have room. So
it's worth it.
Yeah,
and you get more bonus miles.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. I got my little backpack and I'm gonna edit, and she's going home.
Yeah, to earthquakes.
Sad. We're in the Alaska Lounge because you have a priority pass. I don't know what that means. Callie has one too. I feel like I'm the only one that doesn't have one.
Sapphire Reserve.
Oh, mommy made me a sandwich and we're eating gumbo. And I got a drink, but she's gonna leave soon. So I'll be here until 3. Thanks, love you.
We'll see you next week.
Have fun riding the earthquakes.
I might come and see you earlier.
Okay. I'm vlogging you, but there's no sound. Wait. Okay, I'm in the bathroom right now, just waiting for someone to walk in. But it's 2:30 almost, and I'm gonna board my flight to Oregon. I think I have a 1 layover and then I'm coming straight back, so. Okay guys, I'm now back in LA. It's 9:20, but one of the authors that I tweeted, whose book I really want to read, said that he signed 10 copies of the book in Terminal 4, and I'm in Terminal 6. So I'm gonna go walk over and see if I can find it and if they're still open. It says online that they are, so we're hopeful. Terminal 4. Got a little ways to walk, I guess. Currently looking. Apparently I went to the newsstand, not the bookstore. So we're going to the bookstore. Bookstore.
I think I have some extra things.
Yay! I got the book. The woman helping me check out was like, yeah, this guy just came in today. And I was like, yeah, I know, I saw on Twitter. I'm gonna go to my car now. You guys are sitting on mango kombucha right now, which is my favorite GT kombucha, Synergy Mystic Mango. So I got home after seeing, this is like kind of the only thing that made this whole travel day worth it to me. I mean, not really worth it. It made it more exciting. Is I got a signed copy of this book that everyone, I'm trying to be quiet, I think my roommates are sleeping, but everyone has recommended this to me after I talked about like being obsessed with habits and everything on my main channel. And so I was planning on getting this, and then I follow this guy on Twitter because he tweets like a lot of habit stuff that I find valuable and helpful for my life. I don't know if it actually helps, but I like following him. And I'm just gonna try to appear less disgusting. So everyone's been telling me to read this, and I was going to read it, and I follow this guy on Twitter, and he tweeted like 6 hours prior to me landing in LA, but I saw it when I was in, I think when I was leaving LAX, I was like, oh, I wonder if could I go here? Okay, I just sneezed like 5 times and now I'm really hot. So yeah, he tweeted that he had just signed 10 copies of his book at the Hudson bookstore in Terminal 4, and I was in Terminal 6, and I was like, I'm gonna try to come here on my way back, and I did, and there were still like a bunch of copies, and I got one of them. So I was excited because I was going to buy this anyways. I was excited to read it, and I followed this guy on Twitter anyways, and he seems like a very gracious person, so I was excited to contribute. And then I had another book come in when I came back, and I'm also currently reading a really good book, so I'm trying to read more. I don't remember the last time I finished a book, and so my next goal, I was reading a book, but then I just didn't like it, and so I was like, I'm not gonna finish this, that's a waste of time. So I'm reading this book right now. It's called Thinking Fast and Slow, and this is a really cool book. I really liked consumer marketing or consumer behavior marketing because it kind of goes like into the psychology of why people buy stuff and like kind of mental heuristics or just mental fallacies, or I don't really know what they're called. The other book that I was reading that I didn't like as much, Predictably Irrational. So just like things that you do that don't really make sense, but it's like calling out those things. So yeah, that's a good horrible description. So yeah, this book is very interesting. It's very like science-based, so I'm yay ways through, still a little while to go, but in this little time period, my fun period of being off in between, I really want to read more. So here's my first book that I'm going for, and then I'm gonna unbox this one from Amazon that just came in. I don't really remember. I remember seeing it, someone recommended it, and I was like, I really respect this person's opinion, so I'm gonna get it, but I don't even remember whose recommendation I took. So we're gonna be pleasantly or unpleasantly surprised. The reason why I want to actually read books is not really just for reading, although it is, because I used to read books when I was younger, and I feel like now anytime I sit down to read a book, I only read for like 5 seconds before I'm like, I should check my phone. And I think that's very scary, and I'm like, okay, I should be able to read a freaking book like with ease. And so not only am I excited that I'm actually reading more, but I think it's helping my attention span, because now when I sit down to read, I can actually get like into reading a little bit, and then sometimes it's harder than other times, but I'm actually getting back into reading, which I would have never thought would be hard, but it really is. Okay, so I think this is another Twitter purchase. I've been on Twitter a lot recently, following like a bunch of like startup founders and CEOs and people who really I am like aspire to be. And so one of them probably tweeted this: "The courage to be disliked, the Japanese phenomenon that shows you how to free yourself, change your life, and achieve real happiness." Okay, so I remember when I bought this, I was like, oh my gosh, I have the courage already to be disliked. I think that's like a great trait of me. It's not that I don't completely care, but I don't care in like certain ways that I know that other people care, which is interesting, and I probably want to elaborate on that. I wanted to read kind of more about what this book had to say, and basically just the tweet or something that I saw. It was really hype. So I'm really excited about all these books. It's funny though, because usually for the past like 10 years of my life, I would say, I would buy books and be excited by them and then not read them, but it's changing.